So, I came down here to talk to you about a couple more things, because we didn't exactly get the chance, I guess, yesterday.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not sure if you are upset with me or not, but I know you were. You didn't like me, apparently, sulking around a lot,
No, I didn't.
which it, it's fine. I understand and completely why you would think that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's I guess at the time I'm not gonna do that anymore now that I've realized we're on a time frame. I kind of thought we would have more time than just 3 months.
Yeah.
I was trying to I was trying to look through all of the details and stuff that we had. I felt like we were brushing past a lot of things, and I wanted to make sure that we didn't miss anything. And I just kind of felt like everyone was going past it, but I guess I might have been a bit in the wrong. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, kinda, but I'm not gonna like hold it against you or anything. Um, you can't expect us to know everything and like have everything set out immediately. Like, I've been stuck down here for a good while now, and I'm doing the best that I can, pretty much. Like, I have the information. It's hard to formulate a plan that works because there's so many like small details that you have to take into account and just a lot of risks that we'll be taking that have to be set in motion once the plan starts. Like, for example, if we were to literally take Regan's eyes from Kappa, that would start the plan immediately and we'd have to go from there.
Yeah, I was thinking of a lot of the turnout. Like, there's honestly, this could go. Oh, there's a dog. This could go. Don't worry about that. There's dogs in space. Um,
Don't worry, it's
this
just
could
lucid.
go. It's Lucid. He's in the vents. He's going at it.
Anyway,
um, honestly, I feel like there. You're right. It could go a matter of ways depending on how we do it, and I I I hope you didn't think that I was frustrated at you guys. I think I was more frustrated at myself that we didn't have, or at least that I didn't really.
I get what you mean.
It's hard to think right now. It's
I
a
know.
mess.
But the thing is, you have to pull yourself together, G. Um, we're in the final stretch of this. We can't. We don't have time to be acting this way. Like, I'm not saying that in like a. Like, I don't want to boss you around too much, and I don't want to be mean to you, and that's definitely not what I'm trying to say. But, like, you can't be mad at yourself. You can't be mad at anyone. You have to take that into account and just get things moving with everyone else. We're all in this together. We don't have time to bother messing with our feelings. Like, of course, they're important and all. Like, I'm not saying, you know, it's just like stop feeling these things because you're gonna. Like, it's an emotional time. But our lives are on the line. There's so many of us here, and one mistake could be the death of all of us.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm trying to tell myself that we have. Once we get off, if we get off, um, we can do that another time.
Exactly. Um, I'll say this to you now. Once we're off, I'm gonna disappear for a while. And I'm sure a lot of us will as well. I don't know if I'd be able to handle being around you people. Just after everything, really. Like, not. I don't want to be mean or anything, but you know, just for the sake of my mental health, I guess.
No,
If,
I get that.
yeah.
Well, besides that,
Mm.
I was going to. I think the main thing I was going to see if we could chat about, mainly while we walk around, and it'll look for wherever that password is, or we could just. I don't know. I was thinking we could talk about everything we have right now. I wanted to go over everything, and I wanted to see if maybe we missed where it'd give us an idea where the password is. I also have one other thing I wanted to discuss with you that I haven't exactly discussed with anybody else because I'm not supposed to.
Tell me then.
Do you know about that substance?
FOA?
So there's a substance room. Um, it's not in the lower basement. It's the charging station. It's in that area. That's above the
That's the
where
furthest
I have
I've been. I've
yeah.
I've only seen the charging station. I've never been in the room or any room past
Okay.
that.
There's another. There's not as much going up on over there, but that's another section of the basement, and that's normally where the co-captain and the captain like to hang out whenever they go downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And up there's a substance room, and it's this weird orange substance. It's a plasma that I've been studying since I've gotten on this ship. And I want to figure out what they're using it for.
Hmm.
I have my notes, so I can tell you the basis of what I have right now. I'm still trying to work on it with the little bit of free time I have left
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like somehow we could either use it or it'd help us figure out something. I'm not sure. I want to know why they have it. It's used in the system's AI, and it might end up having harmful effects on crewmates. I have my suit's made to go into that room because it may be radioactive.
I see. Hmm.
Um, yeah, I've been monitoring the um, AI to see how it works a lot, and it's only stored in the lower levels, and that's where a lot of the notes are as well with it, which I'm still trying to find. And its properties, it can put atoms into a form of status in a gas form. It's like it helps objects float.
Oh?
Yeah. And I think that's why the medbots and whatnot, they seem to float, They don't
Oh.
exactly it's used in
Yeah.
them. But I feel like there's something more than just them being used in the AI.
For sure. There's always something more with these things.
Yeah. Or I could be completely wrong and it really is just to make the AI work, but
You can never know. the best to do is keep researching it with what time we have.
That's what I was gonna do. So I was going to tell you about that. Maybe it could help. No, I'll tell you all more if I find anything else.
Hmm.
But that's about all I have right now on my hands.
All right. Well, since you did want to discuss and get everything in line for our plan, basically, I'll try and go in like a bullet point form. Um, so we need the code, first of all. That is first and foremost. Um, then followed by that is the meeting with everyone.
Mm-hmm. And I figured, so that way it wouldn't be quite as chaotic. Um, we could write down a couple of notes to use to help keep it in an orderly fashion, and so we can get through it as quick as possible, but also covering everything.
Of course, yeah. And like have everyone split into groups and stuff to work on separate things.
Depending on what they're best at, we'd have them with their different things. Like we were talking about, if we manage to get Dom down here, which we'd be able to. Um, weren't we going to have him figure out what in the world was up with Cupcake?
Hmm.
So people who work on core, engineers and whatnot, they could help with Cupcake, and then with trying to find the code, we could use more people who know their way around computers and whatnot. Like,
What the fuck is going on in here?
We're doing the voice roleplay thing!
The what?
We're having Skipper and G talk!
Oh, sorry.
Okay, anyway.
That was like, what's going on here? Oh, okay. Well, back on track. But the people with a lot more, people who are a lot better at computers, depending, just you get what I mean. Depending on what they're capable of,
Yeah.
we set them to different things that instead of having us all, because as much as I'd like us all to work on one thing at once, like all of us work looking for the password, it could end up delaying a lot of things or
Yeah.
make things a lot more cluttered.
I get
And
what
I
you
want
mean.
everybody to work on different things so we can get everything done quicker. So it's not a last minute thing whenever we do get off the ship.
We all have our set skills and jobs on this ship, despite the jobs being fake.
Yes.
If you're gonna be here, mute. If you're gonna be here, please mute.
Well, you wanted me to come back, or do you want
Please mute. You can listen.
Please. You can listen.
Oh, it's 8 a.m. My sister's here. Hey, Poppy, say hi. Hello.
Hi, Poppy.
Yeah, so I don't have my headphones in, so...
Okay. Well,
Okay.
anyway,
Um,
I get what you mean. We all have our shared skills and such. And that really helps us in this time, honestly. So,
it
yeah.
does. I also feel like at the beginning we should do a quick summary of everything we've gotten. Not everything we've gotten, but a quick rundown as to all of the stuff, so that way everyone's on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that would take up too much time, just a basis of like main information. We don't need the little details, just main things that don't need to be explained until we get off.
I can use my journal and write up like a handbook type thing. Not exactly as in detail as one would actually be, but just general information for people to check back on if needed.
I think that would be nice. I also have my own notebook with track. It's a log of basically everything.
Mhm.
Speaking of, I need to add 2, but
Yeah,
I'll do
same.
that later.
Hmm.
So after all of the tasks, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. I was going to say we needed to. I think the thing that concerns me the most is the escape pods. I want that to be one of the things that we talk about because I wanted to hear everyone else's ideas on this because 1, we need to figure out where they are. 2, we need to figure out how many people can fit in each one and how many there are. And then we're in the middle of nowhere. So I'm not sure where we're supposed to go or who we're supposed to contact. So we need to bring something. I have my own contacts that I could try in my own escape pod while we're out there floating, but they haven't been responding to me. So I can't do much right now, I guess, where we are.
Contact back to Earth or any other planet is a saving grace, really, if we can get anything back.
Yeah. I know there are those search and rescue ships out floating around. We need someone. We need people who are good with machine building to find, or either we need to find something, some sort of communicator, or we need to make one. A few.
Once we have Alex printed, I'm sure Silas and him will be fully capable of doing such a thing.
Yes, they're very good with what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to know we about the materials we need to bring, because again, we're in the middle of nowhere. We don't know how long we're going to be stuck out there, and how many of us are going to be in each pod, and what we need to survive out there, basically, until we can find some sort of contact.
We could have Dom, once we have the meeting, order extra supplies of everything, since he is the co-captain and has that ability.
That's a good idea. Keep that down. Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
We'll ask him that, and if maybe we can get, or if Dom can't, maybe we can get Alex. But
We have to print him.
yeah, I mean after we printed him.
Yeah, of course.
And I am still paranoid about that other ship that's following us.
I
have a feeling that it's I feel like it's stuck between 2 things with destroying this ship, and it's either that thing's going to destroy it, which means it could probably hit our escape pods, or there's something on here that's going to destroy the ship itself. But
have a feeling there's some sort of self-destruct mechanism within the ship for the timer, basically.
I was also thinking that I was going to try to study the substance more, but I have a feeling that maybe I could use it somehow
Mm-hmm.
to blow up the ship or do something with it. I want to figure that out. So the substance might be able to do that. I'm not sure. I wouldn't 100% count on it, but it's a possibility.
Yeah. One more point I want to stress that is kind of. It sounds ridiculous, but we have recorded evidence of everything that's been happening on the ship with Kapabot.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make sure that he's alive and survives this.
No, I don't think that's really ridiculous, honestly. I would have
Yeah.
we need to discuss bringing evidence. I think
Yeah.
that would be nice. Anybody has anything like our notebooks? I know sometimes people fake those kinds of things, but they're still evidence. So
Yes.
our notebooks are bots that record things like the hide and seek bot that Scylla still has left.
The
Um,
mochis. Yes.
yes, Mochi's the Kappa bot. Um, I I found Fern, if you know who Fern is.
The
It
turtle.
was an O2 bot. Yes, the turtle. Um, Fern records a lot of audio, and I heard a lot of events from those tests, like people dying.
Hmm.
There was also a couple of recorded conversations between Marlo and Alex and other things, but Fern also has some, though he's a lot. I think he's a bit of a bigger bot, and honestly, I think the smaller ones would be more fit to bring on the escape pods if we don't have enough room.
Hmm.
But if there is room, I think bringing Fern would also help.
Yeah.
And then um, taking maybe other little pieces from the ship. That would be nice
Yeah.
to bring back. I'm gonna bring back some of the substance if possible. I want to collect some of it.
Be careful with that if you do.
I know. I'm trying to be.
Hmm. I'm gonna try and take pictures, um, and just have recorded evidence of the notes, basically saying that we're on a timer until we all, you know, um, just so we have it.
I think we also need I think having this is a bit of a smaller thing that we probably won't need, but I think it would kind of help with time frames if we just kept a timer on us anyways.
Yeah.
Something to help us keep track so that way we don't lose count of days. Everyone stays on track as to how long we have left. I think making a little timer or something would help.
I'm sure Silas could implant some sort of timer like that into our mochi bots, since, if I'm correct, most of us have them.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's easy and on hand.
Okay. Mm,
Is that
what
all?
else? I'm trying to make sure if that was everything we were thinking of. Do you have anything right now?
Not really, no. I've just been looking around.
Um, I assume that mainly me, you, Marlo, and Silas will be leading the meeting.
Yeah, of course. We're the.
Okay.
We really have been the main four that have worked towards all this, so yeah, it's a given.
Oh boy.
I feel like um most everything else is just it can just be brought up in the meeting. We don't really need to mark it down. It just kind of bounces off one another with the things we talk about.
Hmm.
Um we got to make sure whenever we bring Ringo down, he doesn't freak out again.
Trust me, I'm going to talk to him when he does come down here.
Okay. We'll do that. I think Dom will be relatively able to handle it.
I think it's best if we have Marlo talk to him.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Everyone else has been down here, so we just really need to get Dom down here in the middle of looking for the code as well.
Mhm.
And about that, we need to figure out where that could be. It's a
I
code for the printing room, right?
yeah.
Is
Chances
there
are
any?
it's
Oh.
in. Oh, sorry. It's
No,
chances.
go.
Chances are it's in one of the extraction rooms. I think they're called. One of those ones with the pendulums.
Yeah. Are there any rooms in there you haven't checked, or have you been in all of them?
Um, I I think I've been in all of them. I don't recall there being any other locked doors other than the ones on the far right of the ship.
All right. I think we should. I haven't been in there yet, so
I'll show you around sometime if you want. It's
yeah. I mean, I got a good bit with the seeker bot that was attached to you that first time you guys went in, but
mhm.
I think we should go down there, and I think that's the first place we should check.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think we should go through the everything you already went through again and look through that, and then maybe we'll find a new thing. Hopefully.
Yes.
They don't make it exactly easy. Uh,
Well, that's it for now, I guess.
yeah, that too. I was also. I was.
Hmm.
I also thought it was a little weird with the sheep thing.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I think she was just using those before she started using people. So that's
guess.
actually, I guess.
It's
Um,
not. It's not my concern, really. As long as I don't. I don't even know where to start with the whole sheep thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Um. Oh, we also need. Weren't you guys talking about you need to get Stampy's body back or something?
Yes, because we did promise him.
So that also needs to be printed. And then I just had it. Hold on a second. We want to destroy everything she was wanting, right? We want to destroy the ship whenever we get off, or at least get rid of the things that
We don't want her to have this all again, basically,
No.
and get her way. So we also need. That was the last thing I was thinking of. I think we need to discuss how we're going to, I guess, destroy this ship.
Yeah. That's something that we'll have
We'll
to
see
talk
what
about.
everybody.
Yeah, as the group.
Yeah, that was the last thing I think that I was trying to think of for the meeting. Besides that, I think that's
everything.
Well, you should go and. Oh my god. Tell the others, or at least tell who you can about this.
I'm going to I'm going to try
Okay.
because I can't exactly speak freely up there.
Mhm.
Although they don't have cameras in our rooms, do they? Yeah,
No,
no,
they
they
don't.
don't. So I can try to drag everybody in there and
Yes. That's probably your best bet, really.
okay. I'll do that. I've already slightly told Silas, so I'm going to try to get her down here really soon.
Good.
And then get her caught up. And then I guess I'll tell everybody else after we've had our discussion with Silas, because she really needs to be told about the meeting beforehand, as we said, because she's going to be one of the people leading it.
Mhm.
I don't think there's much else to say besides we just need to look for that.
All right.
Um,
I'll keep looking around down here with Marlo once she's free.
yes. And once I get Silas down here,
And tell her we can do some more looking around before the meeting.
Mhm.
see if maybe we can end up getting that checked off before it.
Yeah.
Possibly. Hopefully. That would help. And then if we don't, I'll just tell everybody anyways, but
Yeah. Well, I'll see you for now.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
I'll put back up.
If anything happens, I'll let Kip give you a note, but I doubt that anything will.
okay.